Today, the court heard how 37 million ringgit made its way into Najib Razak's private AmBank accounts through Putrajaya Perdana Berhad and its subsidiaries. The company's managing director, Rosman Abdullah, said that he had transferred the money on Jho Low's instructions. By the Malaysian Insight, this is The People versus Najib Razak. Follow us into the courtroom where it all happens. I'm Patrick Teo. Najib Razak's SRC international trial ran for 3 short days since the last episode. One the previous Monday, that is February 17th, and then this Monday and Tuesday, February 24th and 25th. The defense team had spent the first 2 days arguing to interview their 7th witness, the MACC's lead investigating officer for 1MDB, Nazaruddin Amir, before he took the stand. Lead Defense Counsel Shafi Abdullah was worried that Nazaruddin might be a kamikaze witness that destroys their case in a fair or unfair manner. However, Judge Nazlan rejected their application on February 24th. Proceedings were then adjourned early on February 25th as Najib, in his capacity as Member of Parliament for Pekan, headed to the palace for an audience with the King to determine the country's 8th Prime Minister. Malaysia was plunged into political turmoil as rumours began circulating on Sunday of a new government. And on Monday, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad shocked the nation by resigning as Prime Minister. But the King had then appointed Dr. Mahathir as interim PM and sought to meet with all MPs to determine sentiment before making his decision. Coming back to the trial, the defense team will no longer be calling in the handwriting expert they had asked for, saying an, quote, impasse had arisen, unquote. There will be no signature expert after all, and certainly not a Dr. Stephen from Australia. Which led up to episode 79 of the podcast, where Nazaruddin Muhammad Qasim, a senior vice president at AmBank, took the stand at 2:30. But he was let go soon after he confirmed 3 documents related to remittances into Najib's 694 account in AmBank. It was then Rosman Abdullah's turn to take his oath and get comfortable on the witness stand. Rosman is the Group Managing Director of Putrajaya Perdana Berhad, or PPB. Money from SRC had allegedly flowed through the construction company and its subsidiaries before ending up in Najib's private accounts. To refresh your memory, Putra Perdana Construction, or PPC, was a subsidiary of PPB. Putra Perdana Development, or PPD, and Permai Binaraya were subsidiaries of PPC. Rosman said he dealt with Jho Low when one of Rosman's companies, Cendana Destiny Sdn Berhad, had entered into a share sale agreement to acquire 100% interest in PPB from UBG Group, a company linked to Jho. While Jho had no official role in PPB, Rosman referred to the businessman for key decisions, thinking that Jho acted in the best interest of the companies. Jerome Lee, who was appointed director of PPB and then its executive director of finance, was nominated by Jho. Rosman said that although the accounts of PPC, PPD and Permai were controlled by its signatories, there were some transactions that were carried out under instructions by Jho and Jerome. Jho told Rosman about 170 million ringgit coming into PPC's Maybank account in 3 separate transactions. The money was supposedly an advance for a PPC contract Jho was negotiating. Rosman said since Jho was still the beneficial owner of the group at the time, he didn't have a say in the matter, so long as there was no liability to PPB when his buyout concluded. The witness confirmed that 27 million ringgit was transferred out of Permai into Najib's 880 AmBank account. Another 5 million ringgit was also transferred into the 880 account from PPC. A further 5 million ringgit was transferred from PPC to another of Najib's accounts, 1MY. Rosman said these were on Jho's instructions. He thought it was part of the 170 million ringgit advance. According to Rosman, he didn't know that the accounts the money was transferred to belonged to Najib. He only found out via reports and eventually when he was arrested by the MACC. During his 4-day remand, he was told that SRC was a government-owned company and that the 880 and 1MY accounts were Najib's. Rosman once thought Jho was a competent, trustworthy businessman, but now he says Jho is a, quote, highly smooth and effective scammer, unquote. Proceedings adjourned at the end of the day. The defense will come back with more questions for Rosman tomorrow. This podcast is produced, written and mixed by Revati Subramaniam, Yap Pik Kwan and Amina Farid. I'm Patrick Teo.